What's up, you guys? Fired up. Today's message is, how do you think about money? So I want you guys to understand this fact that only 3% of money is actually in paper form. What does that mean? The rest is in a bank account with some numbers on it. It's in the bank with the numbers on it. It's from your credit card. It gets transferred from this institution to that institution. So when you're thinking about money and you're like, well, is there a lot of it? Or how much do I get? Or I don't have enough, or there's not enough to go around, or it doesn't grow on trees. All these things you've been programmed with. I want you guys to remember that there's so much money in the world. Literally 3% only of the total money in the world is actually in paper form. That means 97% is in a bank account somewhere with some commas in it, on a computer somewhere with some commas on it. What does that mean? Money is just our way of paying for goods, of exchanging services, of establishing value for something. But you gotta remember, it'd be like saying there's not enough oxygen. I don't have enough. I don't know if when I breathe out this time, if it's gonna come back in, if I breathe in. Of course it is, unless you start to think that it won't. Because if you start to understand that money is just a man-made thing that we assign value to, that is actually like all over the place. There's so much money that we don't even have enough paper to print it all. You got to think about that. If only 3% of the actual money that we have in the world accounted for is only in dollar, like paper form, think about that 97%. So when you start understanding how much money there is, you start to understand how much money you could have. Because all it is now is deciding what you believe to be true about how much of that abundance of money, all those commas, all those zeros, can come your way in the world. Because if you believe that there's not enough, money doesn't grow on trees, we'll never have enough, money is scarce, all that, if you believe that to be true, you're going to act that way. And if you act that way, you're going to have the results in that way. But if you start to understand that money is just something that was made by man, that therefore you can manipulate the way that you believe to be true, then you can start to change your results because you changed your belief. So I'm going to encourage you to think about how abundant money is. Like, I went to Rodeo Drive and just walked around and just felt the difference of energy. I'm talking about Ferraris just driving up every single corner. I'm talking about Aston Martin. I'm talking about McLarens. I'm talking about turning around power Mustang from the 60s, red with the white stripe. I'm talking about just an abundant flow. Because the energy and the thought waves there are different. I'm going to tell you something so crazy about Rodeo Drive. On Sunday nights, they close at 6. Because why? They know that people that really got money don't come shop at night. They come shop at Monday, Tuesday at 1 p.m. because they're not trading time for money. They're business people that understand how to make money work for them because they understand that there's not a shortage. So you've got to start thinking about, just ask yourself, how do I think about money? And if there's only 3% of the money in the world in paper form, what about that 97%? What about, there's got to be money everywhere. And if there's money everywhere, just like there's oxygen everywhere, just like there's atoms everywhere, why can't I have as much as I want? You can. You can, but first you must believe you can. So abundance is yours. You just got to want it. You just got to believe it. First thing is to start thinking about it. Let's get it, y'all. Woo!